Build this Grok 4 AI agent, it never forgets. Do you ever wish your AI would remember everything that you told it so you don't have to keep giving it more and more context? Well, with the brand new Grok 4 model, which is literally the most powerful AI model on the planet now, we can build this incredible memory agent system that will remember everything that you tell it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you step by step how we can use Grok 4, Loveable, and N8N to create this beautiful WhatsApp-style chat interface in which you can talk to Grok 4, this AI agent, and it will never forget what you tell it. Meaning you get a beautiful personal productivity assistant that remembers everything you say, your team say, or your clients. With that in mind, grab that coffee. Let's dive straight in. And a very quick TLDR, why do we care about Grok 4? Well, it is absolutely smoked all the other language models and outperforms PhD students in every category. And Grok 4 costs exactly the same amount as Claude, but it's 5 times better per dollar. So let me show you how this system works very quickly. So the way this agent works, okay, is connected by webhooks to Loveable. So let me just show you very briefly how this works. We'll ask this beautiful chat interface a question. For example, how old Robert Wardle when he died? It then comes through to the scenario. It will speak to Grok. It will store the memory. It has the ability to search for internet. Now, crucially, what I've done is given its own functional database, which is perfect for projects such as this. Of course, we could use RAG, but we're actually going to build a specific dynamic thing where we can give it information daily. It has 2 functionalities. One is to search its memory database, and the second one is to create a record. So I'm going to give it a fictitious memory here. And this memory could be the fact that, I don't know, Jack really loves the color purple. Please mention this when he talks about colors. All right, cool. So when you're actually having this conversation, you can say things like this. Hey, dude, I would love to purchase a new kitchen. What colors would be great? So let's trigger the scenario, come over here and ask this a question. Cool, so we ask it a question. It's now checking. We come back over to our scenario. It's running. It's now checking Grok, which means it's actually using the system we want. And as you can see, guys, it's also searched the memory, which means what this does in the system instructions, it goes over, actually finds out what memory. So before it even responds, it'll check your list of memories. So the idea of this is that you could have a conversation with it every day, and actually it knows what you've said every single time, so you don't have to keep on giving it all the context. And guys, just like that, if I come down, it's given me a beautiful answer. It's also, by the way, research the internet to get some additional context. So it's also powered by the internet, which is ace. But if I come over and have a look, guys, I can see it says, hey, you mentioned loving the color purple. I'll definitely weave that into my suggestions. We didn't have to mention it. It's checked its memory. So we're going to build this entire thing together step by step. What we need to do first of all, guys, I'm going to grab over now the actual blueprints that we need. And I'm going to show you why this is super relevant in a second, right? I'm going to come over to every automation and grab this. Cool. So we're going to download these 2 things. We're also going to build these together step by step. So we've got the Grok memory agent that we can just plug, play, and upload, which is great. We'll just download that. And then crucially, what we also need to do is give a prompt to Loveable. Now, Loveable is really cool. It's in the same category as Bolt. We talk a lot about these AI operating systems. What I wanted to do is simplify this. So let's just copy all the text in this document. And what we can do is head over to Loveable, great, and we can just paste it in. If you want to create your own specific thing, you can do. That's straightforward. What's really cool is you can come down, give it the prompts. What I've done is given it a load of coding for how I kind of want it to look. But you can also do these things down here, which is remix projects, which is fine when you like remix it and then just adapt it for what you like. Cool. So we give it a big prompt. We're basically saying, hey, I want you to create me a beautiful WhatsApp style chat interface. We hit enter. It starts building. Then we come over to our brand new workflow. I'll show you how you import it, then again, we will build this together step by step. Let me just come down over to import from file. You select the file and the whole thing populates. Really freaking cool. So what we're gonna do though, first of all, building this step by step, is come down here. I'm gonna go for webhook over here, okay? Beautiful, okay, and you're gonna get this thing. Again, this is what connects it to Loveable. We copy this webhook just by clicking it. We come off. Of course, we're gonna give this a name. We'll call this one Grok memory, which is ace. I'm so excited when we get these big quantum leaps, and the fact Grok crushes it, I think is really freaking cool. So we come over to this, Loveable is doing it, and what we're going to say is something like this, like, hey, I would like you to send the chat messages to this webhook. Cool, and all you're doing, guys, is enter in that webhook, and when it's done, we're going to hit enter. And whilst that's waiting, guys, what we first of all then need to do, if I come over to our beautiful scenario over here, is we want to add in the AI agent and connect it to Grok. So to do that, we come over, let's go over here, AI agent. Beautiful. We need to add a chat model. So click on chat model, type in XAI. Fantastic. And you're going to need to add an account. Now, where do I do that? You're going to head over to console.x.ai. You come over to your dashboard, really cool. Go over to your API keys, and then you just create an API key like so. Boom. We hit this. It'll pop up. Give it a name like ABC or whatever you like so you remember what it looks like. And then you can simply copy this to clipboard, come back over to your scenario. Here, click on this. Click on this bit here, and then we just simply, let's just create a brand new connection, Let's do a new one here, shall we? Create a new credential. There we go. Fantastic. And we're in. Superb. That's now all people connected, and we can chat with Grok, which is cool. So let's just check that that works. Let's just remove this, and let's add a little chat interface real quick. Chat trigger. Great. Bring it over, and we should be able to have a conversation with Grok in our new scenario, which is great. So come down, up in chat, and we'll say, hey, man, who was the tallest man to ever live? And you can see now that is working perfectly. And then we've got the information back immediately, like lightning fast, which is very, very cool. Beautiful. So what we want to do next is, once we've done that, is probably going to start giving it some tools. So I'm going to bring this guy over here for a moment, and let's go check in on how Loveable's getting on. Cool, so now Loveable's built this thing. We're just going to say, hey, I wanted to send it to this information here, so just send that one off so it comes through to the right webhook. In the meantime, let's get the actual scenario set up and working over here. So for the meantime, if I just do it based off a chat, and then we can connect to Loveable afterwards, what's the stuff that we want? So the first tool we're going to add, guys, is tasks.The, which you can add by HTTP request tool and filling out this information. Really, really cool. And basically you just do it with the headers. If I click on this, for example, hey, use it to search internet. Obviously you can just add a key for this. I've just done this very quickly. Value here, you put API key in from tasks.The. Again, just come over to tasks.com, sign up, get a free API key. Very, very cool. And then we've got the query to be defined by the model. Mac results 5. So basically it'll pull down the 5 top results from Google, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So the next thing we want to do is give it the ability to search memories and also create memories. So how do we do that? We're basically going to add in a table, which obviously you can do here. It's the same module, then we just change it. First one is to create a record. So we come down, so automatically you pick the list, the base, the table, and what you're going to do is just let the memory, because this will pull through all the categories, an Airtable, which I've got memory. It's the only one I've added in there. Of course, you can do this many different ways. And I just said, hey, let the model define what the thing is. Awesome. That creates the memories. Then we've got searching memories, which is the same thing. But operation is to search instead of create. And it can do it from this bit here. No need for a formula, and it will return all of the information, which is code for very, very cool news. And now we've done that, guys, we can basically just connect it together with the webhook. So let's get rid of a chat message real quick, bring the webhook over, connect that guy up, and then we need to send something back over to Loveable to create our operating system. So come down here to respond to webhook. First incoming item is fine because it's just going to be the output from the agent. Come over to the first webhook. Instead of respond immediately, just put using respond to webhook node. Beautiful. What we need to do now, guys, is give the agent a prompt and instruct it on what we kind of want it to do. So before we do that, I'm just going to test this workflow so we can actually get something from the URL to make sure the data comes by. To do that, I'm just going to say, hey, okay, message didn't go through. Let's just make sure that that all is fully active. If I just stop the scenario real quick, come over, come on here, and let's just listen for test event. Come back over, and we'll say one more time, hey, okay. So basically, it's not sending the message to the webhook. Very, very cool. Let's just fix that very quick. So we just say, hey, information isn't coming through. Make sure you send it to this address. Simple as that. Cool, guys. I just sent yo, and the message came back. Little tip, by the way, when you're testing this, if you're isolating it, you need to make sure it's respond immediately. But the news here is that we've actually got the message, which is cool. So we connect it like so. Click on the AI agent, and then we need to basically say, hey, this is the thing that you're responding to. So all we do is we come down over here to message, which is great, and pop that in the prompt. Fantastic. Next thing I want to do here as well is just give it a bit of a memory. So guys, for the memory section, we click on the simple memory and then define below. I'm just going to put this JSON body date, which basically means that remember everything we spoke about today, and then we can actually store things into its long-term memory, which is very, very cool. And we'll put context length as 10. And then if we come over to the agent, just check out what his actual system message is. So come down here, which is basically its instructions, comment expression, just so I can full screen this real quick. Beautiful. Basically, we just tell it everything we want it to do, what its job is. It's called behavior protocol. Basically, every time it responds, it needs to check its memory before it does that. And if asked to, it needs to create a new memory. So for example, now, if I do execute workflow, and I come back over to our beautiful new scenario, which is this one right here, right? I can say, hey, broski, what's my favorite color? Also, please record the fact that my favorite food is tacos. Thanks. All right. Hit enter, bam. Now this is working in the background. We get this animation. We come back over to our scenario. We can see it's now checking in with Grok, which is awesome. It's now searching the memory database to find out all the stuff that we said. And then what it will do is create a memory for us. So if I come over to our knowledge base, for example, you can see here, we've got Jack loves the color purple. Please mention it when he talks about it. There we go. Jack's favorite food is tacos. This was mentioned on insert the date. So that's basically how it works. And in the future, if I ask it for something like, hey, book a restaurant, it will know that Jack really likes tacos, so let's go find Mexican restaurants instead. And then I come back to the conversation here, basic conversation history. I can see favorite color is purple. I've also recorded your favorite food is tacos. You mentioned today, is there anything else that you would like to share or discuss? Now, really importantly, this is an AI operating system. If you want to learn how to build them properly, check out this video on screen.